They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Wilson on first down.
Oh, my God.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To the air. Allen. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the sit. And Williams is in for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
No, who was over there? That was trash to get out of. We had a lockdown.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He's locking him stuff up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Roasted, but he's locking up. That's because he's overall a better player, but very, very fast as shit.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Edmonds again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise,
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Allen to throw once more. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
That's not a
final shot before half.
That's not a real thing. Man, listen.
Being chased out left.
Listen, you're going to die 100,000 deaths, my guy. You're going to die slow.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
There's no way you...
Time for a break. We've hit
that's not a bet.
halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL. On EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's Allen to throw it.
What
He's
are
got
you
to
doing?
hook up with Diggs.
What? Bro.
Touchdown.
First off, I moved the safety.
Stephon
Secondly, that should be
Diggs.
a hit.
38 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Allen will try to throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone.
Oh my God. Good fucking
And he
run.
will be taken down here on the
Darby
return
making
on
all
what will
kinds of
wind
plays.
up
Oh,
being
McKenzie
the
again.
final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come
He
and
catching
gone.
picks on
We'll return
McKenzie.
with more
He
after
stopped at the
this.
60
This
touchdown.
is the NFL, and it's on
Making
EA
a fidget
Sports.
nightmare.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need
Oh
a
my
nearly
God, couldn't
perfect
do that
second half
safety.
to
Oh, he
erase
moved
that
Diggs.
deficit
Look,
that they were
look at
facing,
him being
CD,
such
but
a
unfortunately, the second half
Move
has pretty
Diggs
much
over
been
there.
a
I
carbon
couldn't move
copy
my
of the
safety
first.
over.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable.
Okay, whatever.
They do have some good
Whatever.
news, though.
Trying to cheat
This
his
one is
way to
getting
some
close to
point.
being
Same
over,
over
and they can try and hit the
mile.
reset button starting tomorrow.
I'm about to score 2 more times, man, just because he just pissed me off.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in?
That should have been a
Yes.
pick.
2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Huh?
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver,
What?
balls put on him, 2 points for them.
I don't know.
From the 6.
Oh, shit. He kicked it. Bro, see, look. Great.
And good coverage there on
Look, right
special
here,
teams
big
as
shit.
they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give to Edmonds. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
So just $1 every day for a year.
Much space. I think
$30,000.
he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He went to. They need to fire all that bitch people.
Oh, Wilson gonna throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Touchdown, Broncos. Chase Edmonds. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Open man complete downfield to Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked